Well, we are at the kitchen table with the 1936 Ford driveline pieces. Last Friday I went on a run and was going up a hill with my 36 dump truck and snapped the drive shaft going uphill and immediately proceeded to go backwards down the hill. The truck's fine, I'm fine, everybody's good. But so this was the main driveline that broke. And this main drive line is encapsulated in a sheet metal tube that goes all the way back to the back end of the truck, So it's before tubular drive shafts, so they had solid shafts that would go back, and then this is encased in a tube, and then the tube's got a couple rider bearings in it. So that's why all the driveline components are really nice and clean, is because they're in an oily tube, despite being almost 90 years old. So this broke. This is where the speedometer gear was riding, right here at the snap ring. And that was the weak point. This kind of let the shaft have a weak point, and it's a conical brake. So this was breaking over time on me. And, it could have snapped at any point. When it snapped, I couldn't tell what had happened because it snapped so easy that it was kind of surprising. So it wasn't a hard shift, it was a regular shift. So it was kind of a little scary to think, the drive shaft could have blew apart any time. It picked a good time. I was way out in the country off the road, so perfect time to brake. So repairing this, if I can't find these, and if I do find one, it's buried in a truck and they want a ton of money for it, and I just don't want to deal with that. So we're going to repair it. I've got my own machine shop. I could cut this part out. I could make a spline shaft. But spline shafts are made every day. It's still a standard size, 1 3/8 by 10. So I found Dodge 3500 input shaft on Amazon for $80 because they still make these parts every day, and this is still a common part, common size. So this fit just fine, and this is going to facilitate the repair. So we're going to take this, cut it off, because we don't need it. Now, we need this section of the shaft because how broken and crusty this is. I need to machine my existing shaft down to clean material, and this gives me just enough to do that. So for an $80 part, it facilitates me fixing the truck, versus I could put this on the machine and then index splines if I bought a piece of raw stock. But it's summertime, it's hot out there, and I quite frankly don't want to do it. So that's it. That's how I'm going to repair it. So if you have a 36 Ford and you broke your driveline, Dodge 1 3/8 by 10 spline fit just fine. Thank God, it's a cheap fix now.